And welcome back to the live stream of the eFIBA Season 2 qualifiers. My name is Slimon and we are live on the Ultimate Battle channel. If you were with us a few minutes ago, we just witnessed Ghana grab the first victory in that group, beating Tunisia by 47 points to 44 points. What a tight game that was in the closing stages. Ghana having the whole grip of that game throughout the first two quarters. In that third quarter, gave us a bit of a scare, but bounce back to get the dub. We currently sit at the top of the group with the likes of Egypt closely following behind and Tunisia coming in third. In our next matchup that is going to come up, the final matchup for the day, it promises to be a very, very crunch one. It is going to be the battle for supremacy in Group 2. Remember, Ghana is in Group 2 with the likes of Egypt, Tunisia, Zimbabwe, and Burkina Faso. So for Zimbabwe and Burkina Faso, they've all forfeited their games. They weren't able to show up. So Ghana gets all the wins on board and all the other teams as well. Tunisia and Egypt also get the wins. For Egypt, they also just did justice to their game, grabbing that victory and also grabbing the same points with Ghana. So this game is surely the battle of the decider. Who tops Group 2 is the big moment, and we are ready for it as the game kicks off with Eds almost finding the first basket of the game on that rebound. And he continues in the same feat like he did in game 1 where we saw against Tunisia. Ghana off to a very strong start. Remember, this Egyptian team, so deadly right there. And that point guard, who's so lethal from behind this time around, goes to his playmaking role, finds the corner 3 as well. Remember, this Egyptian team last year, they were conference semi-finalists in Africa, only beaten by eventual champions Morocco. So in this game, expect a very, very tough one from Team Ghana. By trusting the boys, the likes of Morant, Delassie, Raheem, LeBron, and Eds will have to bring their A game for this one. Egypt on the attack now. Moptahir, who's been very dominant in that corner 3 kind of space, always lurking around those areas, more or less like Raheem a bit. When he gets his spot, he usually does not miss. Now Duba says almost had a heart attack last game. Crazy. The last game, third quarter, very, very nervous. But thankfully, Ghana was able to get the dub as well, able to slam it home. Egypt taking the lead early on in this game. But it's early days now. Now, both of these teams are coming from huge dubs against Tunisia. Tunisia giving Ghana a very tough time in that one and then able to kind of worry them a bit. Same with Egypt. They led at some point in time, but Egypt also managing to grab the victory. So, two teams who are high on their wins finally going at each other. Well, what a backdoor cut there from the Egyptians. That was so good to watch. Sneaking his way around that defense, the Ghanaian defense, not really coming to play as early as we'd like. We kind of saw the same pattern in the first game against Tunisia as well. It was very strong from them as Morant drills from 3. Well, the hot streaky point guard for the Ghanaians starting in a very strong fashion. Could the Egyptians reply? They've got the open man in the paint, ignores it, right in. The point guard behind his back goes to Moptahir in that corner, who's always there, but Raheem able to read that pass. Here comes Delassie. Morant. Well, the Ghanaians so patient with the way they want to attack and everything flowing through Morant right now as he takes that shot and misses this time around. Last game, we saw him going into a slump a bit. He kind of missed a few shots consecutively and he was struggling with his shot, and we do not want to see things like that from Morant. Great rebound. Ghana can't finish on the transition. The last year's foul, and he'll be going to the line. Good start offensively for both teams. Defensively, I feel like both of the teams are shaky a bit, but we'll see how the game picks up in the latter stages of the game. If this is your first time here, this is Ultimate Battle, an esports streaming platform from Ghana. We do almost every video game. I bring it to you. Live action of the eFIBA Season 2 African Qualifiers. My name is Slimon. On the casting duty, slam it home, Raheem. More with those backdoor cuts. Kind of his trademark now. Slashing and getting around that defense. Able to get the open lane. And able to slam it home, Raheem. the small forward for the team. Wow. The Egyptians and their response so good. The way they break down the defense is so good to watch, and you can already tell by this first quarter that this game is going to be difficult to call. I'm really enjoying myself so far with just about a minute to go in the first quarter. Morant uses that pick very well. Eds on the rebound, big body, big move, able to get the rebound once again, but what a stop.
It's fine. It's good.
What a stop from the Egyptian center. Kind of felt like Eds had the advantage, but he just couldn't finish it off. The Lassie takes it right to the cup. 200 finish for the safety, and the Ghanaians take the lead in this one with about 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, in the first quarter, actually. Back and forth with this one. Well, the defense the Egyptians are showing in the painted area, so good. You feel like the Ghanaians have the lead, but once they get in there, Eds with multiple offensive rebounds, but he just couldn't finish as the Egyptians regain their lead.
I see him. No. We're good. It's us. No, but you should have finished your way though. We're good.
Well, from what we've seen so far, let me know in the comment section what you think or how you think this game is actually going to go, because it's very interesting with the way the Ghanaian team matches up against the Egyptians. Last year they were very good. They've almost kept the same roster coming into today, so you know that they know each other, and it feels like they've got more experience than the Ghanaian national team. But we saw what the Ghanaians did in game one. They've got that cohesiveness that you need. The last he can't find the finish, and that's how we end that first quarter with Ghana down by a single point against Egypt. And the second quarter kicks off with the Egyptians now building. Right in on at the top of the key. Raheem tried to get that steal there. Very quick hands, but Zayn couldn't find it. Mohammed, that huge center frame, that big body in the middle, causing a lot of problems for the Ghanaians. Right in. Gets another shot to go. Can't find it though. As the Ghanaians able to get the rebound. That battle between Mohammed and Eds is so crucial. Morant loses the ball cheaply, and an open lane as Mohammed slams it home. The Egyptians now up by 3 in the second quarter. Poor handling there from Morant, and he'd have to hold on to the ball a little bit more better for the Ghanaians, because the Egyptians have really good hands. LeBron, wide open shot. That was not good to see. And in moments like these, you are punishing the Egyptians, taking full advantage of that. LeBron with the wide open shot just couldn't find the finish. The Ghanaians, well, the shots are not falling, and sometimes you just have to stick and stay with it, just like we had the other time. Trust your teammates. Almost finding that one, but great defensive stance, Mohammed. Probably my MVP of the game so far. He's read the way Eds wants to play at this point in time, and well, he's defended so well. The Egyptians currently leading by 5. Remember, this is the battle for supremacy in Group 2, as Ghana currently has 3 wins on the board. Egypt also has 3 wins on the board. And in the final game, what a slam. Big slam Ajama as the Lassie cuts that deficit into 3. Well, tough game going on right now, as well. The table toppers, both of these guys, and you definitely surely know that these guys have what it takes to be the number 1 in Africa. Remember, they are all fighting for that spot to be called the number 1 in Africa, and also made their way to Sweden with that 50K prize pool awaiting them in Sweden. So there's a lot to play for, and you can feel like both teams know what's at stake. Eds, can he finish up the move? LeBron from deep, can't find it. On the rebound, Eds getting his groove back. Now the play that the Ghanaians are drawing always seems to find LeBron in the corner, but so far the power forward not able to get his shots to fall. Brilliant defensive stance. Here comes the Lassie, rains it from the corner. That's more like it from the Ghanaians, regaining their lead. And well, trust in your teammates. And they are doing exactly just that. When the shots are not falling, keep trying this. Zane from the mid-range, can't find the brilliant rebound. LeBron has been so good today. Raheem from the corner, can't find it and misses. Quick transition, and well, the lassie was not going to let him get that one as easy as he'd like. Well, with the shooting patches this year, you can go into a very cold slump, which we've seen the Ghanaians actually be in a cold slump for a very long time. But their recovery is what has done it for me. Within this second quarter, I've seen them struggle, but they're starting to pick it up a bit. The Egyptians at the top of the key has that pick and roll with Mohammed. Can he finish it off? Well defended by LeBron, blocking that lane for him to get that open layup. Zay gets a very good pass into Taher. What a shot.
It's fine.
Great ball movement from the Egyptians, and they are able to drain another three-pointer. Well, we'd have to be wary of how their point guard actually plays. He's so crafty with the way he wants to build from the back, and it's been so good to watch. But the Ghanaians have to be ready for what the Egyptians have for us. Finally, a shot goes down. LeBron able to make a fair shot of the game. It felt like at some point it was not going to come, but keep trying. And he finally able to drain that one as well. A few seconds to go now till the second quarter ends, and we head into the half. And what a tough game it has been. That pick and roll with Zane and Mohammed proving to be unstoppable, and the Ghanaians are really struggling to figure a way how to stop them. And going into the half, they'd have to really do better, as the point guard and the center both really playing so well for the Egyptians. The score is tied at 23.
Hey, listen.
With 30 seconds to go, the score still tied at 23. The Ghanaians who, started the game a bit slowly with the Egyptians on the front foot. Ghanaians picking it up and the Egyptians looking to come back into the game. Now, basketball is about a game of runs. Once you can go on your runs and really score as much as you'd like, then when you come onto the defensive end, just do your best and you probably win the game. And, for the Ghanaians, it has been that kind of sequence for them, just like we saw in game one. Zane has the lane. That connection. They go to it every single time, the Egyptians. Zane onto Mohammed. And it feels like Shaka Kobe at this point. Crazy. The lassie finds Eggs from deep, drains it. Well, we've spoken earlier about the ability to space the floor with Eggs. And he's doing that so well as we end the first half of the game with Eds with an excellent shot to end that first half. Crazy game. Streaky game, actually, with the way things have gone. Morant, we saw him start strongly going into a shooting slam, but it felt like kind of the battle between the bigs where we saw Mohammed and Eds going at each other. Well, the third quarter has begun. And well. Who takes the top spot in Group 2 is the big question for now. These two teams currently have 3 wins on the board, taking the cookies away from him, Raheem. Could they finish it up with a brilliant play? Morant. Wow, that's still from Raheem. The defensive stand so good. Very good threats. Able to get the putback in there. And the Ghanaians on the second chance opportunities now. If Eds is your favorite player, I don't blame you. Let me know your favorite player in the comment section, If it's Morant for his playmaking abilities and his shooting abilities, I'm not going to blame you. If it's the Lassie for the way he's been defending and also picking his time with the shots, I don't blame you. If it's LeBron for his defensive stance, maybe today the shooting hasn't really been there for him. But it could be also him, Raheem, able to slash and things. But for me, well, it's his defense has been really there for the Ghanaians. And he's really brought his A game to the eFIBA Season 2 qualifiers.
He's the only good shooter on that team. I'm there, don't worry.
Hadid on the ball, rejects that pick and gets it to Mohammed Younes once again. Great pass, finds her right there as they call the timeout with just 6 seconds to go. Crazy.
Ryan, good defense, yeah? Don't worry. 6 seconds.
Very, very tough game, which has kind of transcended into a really defensive style of game. We know both teams are really good, but the shooting hasn't really been there. And the Egyptians able to drain another shot. They're kind of picking it up a bit, and the Ghanaians would have to do better to be able to keep hold on to the ball. Well, that's not the way. Morant gives the ball away cheaply, and the Egyptians could take full advantage of this one. Right there, behind the back, finds Mohammed, but LeBron in there, taking the ball away from Mohammed. Now, with the centers, you do not want to handle the ball with them for a very long time because they are not really good ball handlers. And with Mohammed there, we saw him kind of hold on to the ball for a very long time. And LeBron took that away. And the Egyptians starting to cook from behind the arc. The Ghanaians are not looking good on the defensive side of the ball, as they're currently leading by 5 points now. Well, there's a lot of basketball to be played, so there's no worries, but it has to start changing, and it has to start changing now. Morant, good pass that finds Raheem, can't find the finish. Tried to go for a left-handed slam there, but the ball off of the Egyptians, and it's a Ghana ball at this point. Third. A 5 at the top of the key. Leaves it for the one at this point. Good pass. Finishes it off. That's more like it. This connection, we haven't seen it too much in this game. In game 1, it was kind of our go-to move when Morant kind of finds ends with him slipping away from the defense with that pick. Able to roll to the basket and find his open man, but it just hasn't worked for us at this point. And the Lassie, open lane, finds it with the floater. I kind of felt like he delayed with the shot, and the defender was kind of catching up to him, but he took his time at the right time. Raheem, the defense almost paying off, but the persistence from Mohammed wins him the ball back. The Egyptians persistence at this point to keep on hold on to the ball. Zay opens it out to Mohammed. Mohammed, the big man, who finds, well, 𝐒𝐀𝐒𝐿 tries that effort from 3, can't find it. Mohammed with the foul.
He's too big.
Well, that huge frame of Mohammed in the paint is proving to be a very tiresome menace, I should say, as the Ghanaians are really struggling to deal with a big body like that. 𝐒𝐀𝐿, 4 seconds to go. The Egyptians have to get one up and have to get one up quickly. Heavily contested shot, but the ball straight away forces the Egyptians once again. What luck? Can they punish them up to her? Can't find it, and the Ghanaians finally catch a break. Morant, who's been picked up really, really high. Morant once again, behind the back. Calling from the screen from thirds. Can they go to that connection once again? Thirds. In the lane. Well, it was the last this time around getting the ball. As Threads heavily defend again that area. And well, the center really struggling with the way he's kind of holding on to the ball. Threads. Wow, slam it home. Big pullback. And he's able to get it onto his head. Threads, what a crazy game he's had so far. But a foul from Raheem, and the Egyptians back at the line.
I saw Sammy, but the guy was playing the pass in the lane.
Tight game. Really going back and forth at this point. You feel like defense is going to win the game at some point, because the offenses are kind of picking up in this one. Go past heads. Get it to go. We're now seeing more of that pick and roll that we love to see.
Yes, when I'm going back, stay top of the key.
Well, with the Damian Lillard trade to the Bucks, it feels like we're seeing a lot of pick and rolls in the NBA. Well, maybe this is the start. Morant and Thread starting off strongly. Speaking of pick and rolls, whoa. Crazy one from the Egyptians as well. They've also got their connection, which they can go to. 𝐒𝐄𝐀𝐒𝐿 and Mohammed doing so well on the same wavelength. Final quarter to go. This is the quarter to decide who tops Group 2. Is it going to be Ghana or Egypt? Let me know in the chat what you think. Morant behind the back. He had the option of finding threads there, but he just couldn't locate the big man as the Egyptians now go on the break. Motaher from deep can also find the basket, but great game we've seen from watching these two guys beat Tunisia. Ghana kind of beats them with their own style. And for the Egyptians, they had to grind through. They were down throughout most of the game, but in the final moments, they were able to pick it up. And it looks like in this game, they've brought the energy right from the start. What a rejection. LeBron from behind. Kind of reminds me of that 2016 Cavs vs Warriors finals. LeBron with a chase down block, slamming it out of the way. And it creates the avenue for Morant to go and get that floater to fall.
You are just thinking too much.
Great game from both teams. As it is going back and forth here. The Egyptians not giving away cheaply. Brilliant move. Off the pick. Slides to the right and 𝐒𝐿𝐿 drills that three. The Egyptians regain their lead. Now they are up by one. Threads almost had the lane there as Mohammed was kind of guessing if Threads was going to go for the pass. Threads trying to three off his own from deep. Just couldn't drain that one. Wow, the Egyptians hitting a barrage of threes at this point to take the lead back to 5 for them. Wow, the Egyptians, when they're in the shooting slump, it's always like we go to the threes and it works for them. Very, very crazy. 3 minutes to go. The offense has to pick up for the Ghanaians to pick up as quickly as they can. Dalasi, can he work something out here? With 2 seconds to go, Morant from deep. Can't find it. Rebound. LeBron. As he's fouled. Mohammed Younes fouling LeBron then as a side out for the Ghanaians. I've totally enjoyed myself with what I've seen here today from these two monster powerhouses of teams. Anybody who wins this game, I salute you. But obviously, I'd love for Ghana to win the game. But with the way the Egyptians are playing, it's not looking like they're going to be messing up anytime soon. But the Ghanaians have to really pick it up and pick it up quickly. If we could see more of that pick and roll from Morant and Eds, maybe we could have a chance of coming back into this game. But the Egyptians are defending so tough. Here comes Morant. Tries that mid-range. Leaves it out for Threads. 3 seconds to go. Goes for the hook shot. Oh, that was sweet. Wow. The hook shot able to go down for the Ghanaians as they cut the deficit to 2. There's still a long way to go. Yeah! Drills another 3. The Egyptians are hitting everything. Splashing left, right, center. From the top of the key. In the side. And well, they take a 5-point lead heading into the timeout. Every single time the Ghanaians feel like they are crawling back, the Egyptians hit a big 3. And they are able to keep their foot on the gas. 2 minutes to go. Threads. Shirley is looking for a way to dispatch it. Finds the lassie, but a rejection from Mohammed as the Egyptians on that quick transition gets an easy basket to go. Well, 7-point game now. The Ghanaians have to start executing and it has to be perfect from here on now. Big shots have to start coming or it's all over for them. Morant calls for the pick, rejects it. Into the 3, can't find it, and the rebound back to the Egyptians, and they could finish this off. Motaher slamming it down.
We're good.
And well, it's now a 3-possession game with 1 minute and 35 seconds to go. We have to start hitting some threes, have to start making some shots first.
That was good. But it's fun.
Good game we've seen. But in the final minutes, the Egyptians kind of pulling away from the Ghanaians with the way they've been defending, really closing the lanes. We haven't seen too much of Raheem slashing, and it's really difficult for the Ghanaians to make open shot, but that's more like it. That's where we can start from. A minute ago, 6-point difference now. It has to be something huge from the Ghanaians' heads with a huge 3 to give them a lifeline.
It's off.
Right, Jake. Misses on that 3. They do grab that rebound, finding the Lassie. It has to be good from here. Morant to threats. Just can't get that 3 to go. If that had gone down, surely it would have been crazy for the Ghanaians, as the Egyptians also get the layup to fall. 50 seconds to go. An 8-point game now. Threats. Ghana not looking too good from here, as Threats this time around misses from deep. And with about 30 seconds to go, the Egyptians grinding out the victory in convincing fashion, I should say. In really, really convincing fashion. They've really put clamps defensively on the Ghanaians, and there's no way back for them at this point. What a game we've just seen. So close till the end. And it's been so good to watch, as the Egyptians will surely get the dub with about 8 seconds to go in the final quarter. What a game we've witnessed. The reason why they were conference semi-final finalists last year, they showed that to us, but a gallant effort from the Ghanaians, as they do lose their first game of the day. They'll surely be finishing second on the group standings in Group 2. It's not all said and done for them, but Egypt do take the victory with this one. Do not go anywhere. We've got an interview coming with one of the guys who just was on the team. The last will be coming back with me on the interviews. Very strong performance from the Egyptian side to grab them the victory. Well, the last is here now, Charlie. Tough game. he's kind of speechless at this point. Let's give him some time to kind of digest what just happened. Tough, really tough loss. It felt like it was close, but at the end, the Egyptians grinding out the victory.
Yeah, we were just unlucky that we had some shots and we couldn't just make them. Like, sometimes it happens in the game of basketball. We just have to go back to the drawing board and get ready for another game.
Well, go back to the basics. The last he said. Now, speaking of the basics, I felt like in game 1 against Tunisia, we saw more of Morant and Threads pick and roll. In this game, the Egyptians kind of figured it out and really stopped you guys really early. Was that a plan for you? Was there a plan for you guys to find a different way of scoring? Because I felt like we were stagnant a bit.
Oh yeah, like we wanted to get more 3-pointers, and we did, but we were just missing our shots. Like, so I think it just came down to us missing our shots. If you had made a couple of shots, we would have won the game, but unlucky for us.
Well, it's still not a bad day. 3 victories, 1 loss. Not too bad for Team Ghana. Now, finally, before you leave, I know you're a bit downhearted. What's the mindset now going into the camp with a few weeks left to the next day of the qualifiers?
We're just going to train out and make sure we win our next game. That's what's important right now.
Well, watch out for Team Ghana. The last he says they're going to come back stronger, and we all hope they do so. That was the eFIBA Season 2 qualifiers. Day 1, Ghana with 3 victories, 1 loss, which you just saw, to the Egyptian national team. We currently sit second on the group standings. Remember, we are all hoping for a chance in Sweden for that 50K cash prize at the eFIBA finals at the Dream Hack Festival. What a brilliant day it has been. My name is Slamo. I took you through all the hosting and the casting duties for this one. Till next time, you see me on your screens for some more eFIBA action. Stay safe out there. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notification, so when we go live, you do not miss. eFIBA Season 2 is live, and we'll be here with more action. It's Ultimate Battle, and Ultimate Battle will be bringing you more heat.